Hello! Hello there! Welcome to Mission 6, Lesson 5. Okay. Yeah, let's get on to it. Where our student objective is to model the equivalence of tenths and hundredths using the area model and number disks. So we're going to be delving into hundredths today and seeing what that looks like in comparison to tenths. And we're going to use the area model and number disks to do that. So it's going to be easiest for us today to just go through the Tower of Power together. And that's what we're going to do right now. The more you use your brain, the stronger it grows. Do you know that's actually true? There's not just saying it to mess with you. That is true. So let's use our brain here. All right. So we want to represent 9 100ths here. And so we're going to shade 9 100ths. So we have our whole, and it's divided up into 100 pieces because we're in hundredths. And so we're going to shade 9 100ths. So how many do we need to shade? Well, we need to shade 9 of them. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 shaded right there because these are rows of 10. Good work. Thank you. Now we want to write 9/10 as a decimal. Now, to write 9/10 as a decimal, how many wholes do we have? We have 0 whole numbers. So I put a 0. Then I put my decimal. Now I'm in the hundredths place, which is the second place over. So I don't have any tenths. So I have to put another 0. And then I have 9 hundredths. So it just goes there. So I have 0 wholes, 0 tenths, and then 9 hundredths. So in the second spot here, that's why I put the 9. Nice. Keep climbing. Let's do it. All right. How many hundredths are equivalent to 4/10? So we want to shade the area model to show how many hundredths are equivalent to 4/10. So we want to see 4/10 equals how many hundredths. Like, what would be another way we could say 4/10, but in hundredths, and what would be the equal fraction? So as you can see, they have 4/10 shaded here because they had 10 pieces, 4 more shaded. Now for us here, what we're going to do, they have 100 pieces, and we want it to look like that. So how many rows do we need to shade? Well, we're going to have to shade 4 whole rows to match that. So I'm just going to have to do a lot of clicking here. There's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. So you can see how they're equal, even though the same amount are shaded. It's just divided up into more pieces. But we still have the same amount here. It's just smaller pieces. Excellent. Write a fraction to match the area model. Make sure to use the denominator of 100. So now we just want to say, okay, if we were in hundredths here, how many did we shade? Well, these are each rows of 10, so I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 hundredths, which is the same as 4/10. So 4/10 is equal to 40 hundredths, we're going to say. Excellent. So and now that's what they want us to say as a decimal form. So how many hundredths are equal to 4/10? We want to write 4/10 is equal to 40 hundredths in decimal form. Just like this. So 4/10 as a decimal looks like this. 4/10. And then what does 40 hundredths look like? Well, it looks like this. These two are equal. These two are equal. Nice. Keep climbing. Okie dokie, sir. Now we want to represent 21 hundredths. So we're going to shade 21 hundredths on the area model. So again, we have 100 pieces here. We have 1 whole and it's 100 pieces. And we want to shade 21 of them. Now you notice here they gave us this extra little button here. This will shade a whole row of 10. So boom, I can just go 10, 20, and then 1 more. So this is 21 hundredths because I have 10, I have 20, I have 1. 21. Excellent. Now we're going to write 21 hundredths in fraction form. So we're in hundredths. And how many were shaded? 21. 21 hundredths. Nice. And now we just want to write it in decimal form. So I have 0 wholes again. So I have 0 whole numbers. And then my decimal. And I have 21 hundredths. So I need to write that simply like this. 21. Just like that. So we have 21 hundredths. Nice. And I did it. I did it. We did it. Because we're a team and we did it together. So that's what we're doing in today's lesson. We're just kind of showing if we're given like a tenths model and saying, hey, what can that equal in hundredths? And then just writing fractions in the hundredths place, which goes to that second decimal place. So that's what you are doing today. Good luck, and I wish you good luck.